This week's video, the Canadians are still at it. Canadians will play about their curling. Did curling just become the most awesome sport in the world? The winner gets to drink the whole keg, no excuses. Watch the league be flooded by alcoholics now. And the losers got to drive the winners back home. That's actually devastating because Canada's a huge ass country. There'll be hours of driving with a drunkard and a tapped keg in your back seat after losing to them in curling. Someone's uncle's gotta be training their entire life for this right here. McDonald's is trending this week because they released an ad of their CEO trying their new product. And this is one of the best videos I've seen all year because the CEO steals the show.
Holy cow. God, that is a big burger. The moment of truth.
He looks like he does not want to be there. He looks like he's been held hostage.
Something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. The moment of truth.
He does not want to try this product. And him being the CEO and being so timid about the stuff they sell you kind of tells you what's in there. He knows what's in there. We don't.
The moment of truth.
But the best part about all of this, because you Canadians came in with A&W and made a spoof of this video.
Alan from A&W here with, you heard about it, here it is, the Teen Burger. We love this burger product.
This video is barely a week old, and y'all out here making fun of the McDonald's.
We've got the lettuce, which is green, and pickles, which make it taste pickly, and the teen sauce, the iconic teen sauce. So this thing is packed.
Oh my God, it's so great. You guys have the best sense of humor. Y'all don't play around. Y'all don't care. Y'all just don't care.
I'm sorry, that was a little, I don't even know how to attack it. I guess with my mouth.
A super regular experience.
Thanks, eh?
It's the Tim Hortons cup that makes this video. Canadians would brave hell on earth for that little red cup. But I think we should crank the heat up. I feel like Tim Hortons should use this as an ad. It's actually perfect. I started to crave coffee the same way I start to crave sugar, and that's a problem because I have an addicting personality. I can't have two addictions, sugar and coffee. My poor heart can't handle this. My life's only big enough for one addiction, thank you. He burst his hand through that ice window like a zombie coming out of a grave. The new Fast and Furious movie looks local. Oh! Is this Brampton? Bro, that was actually sick as fuck. I can't even lie. That was smooth as hell. I wouldn't be surprised if Vin Diesel was driving it. I wouldn't be surprised if family is the driver's license. That's the power of family right there. So apparently the driver's test in Canada is vastly different from anywhere else because that cannot be accidental. If I was that person, I would think I was the shit. I would be on cloud nine. You guys would be tired of me if I could do that. That's what I'm thinking. This has got to be a professional Canadian driver or one of them Formula 1 drivers that can't afford Formula 1. Is it possible to fall in love with the way someone parallel parks? If you did this intentionally, you should leave cars alone and drive something more your speed, like a fighter jet. The way they tucked that car in, I am genuinely still impressed. And I still haven't figured out a good Fast and Furious name for Canada. All I have is like Fast and Furious Service Ontario. But tell you what, I would be scared as a motherfucker if I was in that back seat. If I was driving shotgun, you would hear from me. Now for some wholesome product placement.
Dad with his coffee. Can't smell the coffee.
Have you noticed that in parental bond moments in Canada, you usually see two things? The parent has one hand on the child and the second hand on a Tim Hortons cup. The freaking Tim Hortons cup is the third parent. In Canada, you're raised by your mom and dad if you're lucky, but the Tim Hortons cup will always be there for you. The Tim Hortons cup shows up more frequently than some absentee fathers, bro. Okay, dangerous idea. I have to have a Tim Hortons cup counter. I say dangerous because it might reach unreasonable heights before the month is even over. Actually, how many of you have a core memory that involves someone yelling, "Don't spill the coffee"? But seriously, all smiles here. Core memories being made are just joyous to see. And let's not ignore that the dad had the dexterity to not spill a single drop of coffee. It would be hilarious if he spilled the coffee on the child, but let's not focus on that. But this is how the rich like to play.
Across 4 different houses. 4! Stuck LED lights as lines under it. Look, so it glows at night. How cool is that?
I'm not even jealous. I'm just like waiting to move in. Like, I'm not even waiting for a guest room. Like, I could go into the ref shed. I'll officiate the family arguments. But real question though, how like do you get the LEDs under the snow like that, right? That's impressive. This is why you should never allow your heart to grow old. Keep that young, joyous heart of yours, and then eventually you'll start making grown person money, and then you can do whatever your childhood dreams of. Actually, there's a problem. The kids will never want to leave this neighborhood or your house. It's either you or them, man. And they have no choice. They were born into this. You can't expect them to live a life that they weren't born into. It's either you or them. They're gonna wait you out. If I was your kid, I'm not leaving. I'll be waiting for inheritance season like it's the playoffs. But I wonder how the bill gonna look though. Man, this is what happens when you don't replace your dreams with bills. Tim Hortons shows up again.
I know you know. I know Canadians know when they see this what this means.
Okay, teach me something, Sensei.
It means my fucking icing is stuck to the bag. Oh yeah. Yeah, right on cue. Right when I...
Okay, I do this by accident. My producer sends me on Tim Hortons runs, but she doesn't just send me for like a quick Tim Hortons cup or anything. No, she sends me on Tim Hortons missions, okay? Like proper, I need 4 hands to carry everything up here. And she always loves to order the long john or the, like, whatever you call it, the long donut one, right? But because of everything that I'm ordered, that I'm grabbing, that I'm bringing up the stairs and everything, the long johns end up being a casualty, okay? And so every time I come back from a Tim Hortons mission, I'm at first greeted with admiration because like Tim Hortons make a Canadian smile, but then immediately followed by how dare you do this to my long john? You have 5 days left to live or rectify this mistake. Like why they gotta stick so aggressively to the paper? I know this is as first world problem as it gets, but damn, you're gonna break me. Someone had to feel the wind in their air today. I feel like you do this once and the experience makes you never want to do this again. But I'm telling you, you're gonna learn how to be a good driver at least. Hold up, big brain moment. Maybe this is how stuntmen practice. You know, like the Akira slide? That is impossible to do normally. So I feel like this is the only way you can learn how to do the Akira slide with no friction, with ice and snow. Because that's an impossible ass stunt, right? I know Jordan Peele puts it in his movies, but that's as impossible as it gets with a bike. Unless someone can do the Akira slide on a dime, I don't believe that's impossible. And this is how they learn how to do the Akira slide. Let me focus before I lose this tangent. I know bro has theme music playing in his head, but I kid. This doesn't look like a good idea, but I'm glad he's safe.
Welcome to Whose Lane Is It Anyways? The Canadian driving game where lanes don't exist and plows don't do shit.
Yeah, fuck no. That's all. That's all. Like, what? What? Nah, I'm not driving. I'm not gonna drive out in the winter if it's like this. No, I want to see the road. I don't want to see like the many examples on the side of the road. I don't want to be like that. So I'm gonna just stay indoors. I might just hibernate, honestly. Like, leave all of this for y'all. A little bit of investigation work for y'all.
Criminal offensive side eye.
I ain't no Sherlock Holmes, but I think this is Walmart. Unless y'all can point it out. I think this is Walmart, right? I hope that's not your government checks.
Canadian.
No, I said first world problems before, but I would genuinely break if like I had a check come and it froze over. I would genuinely break. Stupid question. But does the package keep the paper dry? Okay, so yeah, snow turns to water and then turns to ice. But then that would obviously get into the package because the package is not watertight. So that's going to get the paper wet and then it freezes and the paper will be frozen. Unless it keeps, ooh. But honestly, with the way it gets cold out here, I bet this don't even make you flinch. And to end it with something cute. Okay, is it just me or did anyone else think that if this baby moose didn't like the carrot, it was going to mess the person up? Anyway, that's done for me, and now we're heading into March and everything. I hope you guys had a good February, and I hope March is even better for y'all. So let's keep our spirits high. We're almost done with winter, but from the way we know, it's apparently not gonna be the end of winter. It's gonna be winter part 2, winter part 3, winter part 7, and then winter the prequel, and then we get summer. I guess we just skip spring. All right, guys, have a good time, and thank you for watching.